All right, welcome to our first interviewee for the GosuCamp. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name's Alex. Go by Elder on BattleNet and everywhere else.
All right, where are you from, Alex?
I'm from Georgia. Arizona has nothing on it.
Yeah,
Lots of sand.
On the heat. It's pretty hot outside, but
Glad to be in here, not out there.
yeah, a lot more humidity in Georgia. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20?
21 next year.
21. Congratulations.
22 year after that.
Yeah, I'm an old guy. I'm going to be turning 26 this year. So, how long have you been a gamer?
I've been a gamer pretty much my entire life. I learned my ABCs on a computer. Got really big into gaming when I bought my first laptop when I was 8. Oregon Trail for the win.
Yes, I love that game.
And,
Don't get cholera, man.
No.
Don't get it.
Or dysentery. Dysentery
Yeah,
also
that's
sucks.
terrible too.
But went from there into Warcraft, and then Outpost 2, which nobody in here will know, Mech Commander, StarCraft, and moved on up the chain.
So, you've been a gamer since 8. How long did you play StarCraft Brood War for? Ever since it came out, or?
Oh, no. I bought it when I was really young, like, not when it came out, but a few years after that. And I played it for a little bit. I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I completely forgot about the game for umpteen number of years. And I am scrolling through YouTube looking for videos for EVE Online when I was big into that with my friends. And I was like, StarCraft, OSL Finals or something like that. I was like, StarCraft? I know that name. Why is that familiar? And then I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this is the best thing since sliced bread. And I did competitive gaming, got crushed miserably so many times it wasn't even funny. But then I started actually learning things, and used to have a really big problem with I hated losing. My grandmother actually stacked the games when I was like 4 or 5, so I would always win. So I had really bad experiences with not winning, and then I got over that, and it was fun and all was right in my world.
So, it's for StarCraft Brood War, you started getting competitive for it. Did you take any lessons for Brood War? You just kind of watched replays, or?
I spent many hundreds of hours on Wikipedia, just going through every scrap of information I could find. Played for about 2 months actually, and then school started and I dropped it completely because I needed to get the Hope Scholarship back. I had many things going on, and then played it in between the fall and spring semesters, and then at the end of the spring semester I go to BattleNet just to say, hey, I remember signing up for the beta. And hey, look, there it is. And then, just like that, I was the instant celebrity of the student center. Whatever it is. Hey, look, StarCraft.
So, as you started playing the StarCraft 2 beta, obviously, the first day, nobody knows what they're doing, but very quickly, some of the top players started, doing specific builds that were strong. People started copying them. When did you get to the point that you were like, I need help with my mechanics? What brought you to Gosu coaching? Like, how did you end up? Did you get lessons, or?
Actually, I never did lessons. I've never had any structured training at all. I poured over all the Liquipedia, all the Team Liquid articles. I watched a few of the Day 9 dailies. Sort of stopped watching that, though. I'll watch a few, but I don't watch as many as I used to. When I was playing Brood War, I was listening religiously to his podcasts. And that was insanely helpful for so many things. But I taught myself from the ground up at it. So being very arrogant and self-confident very quickly.
So this is the first. When did you first hear about GosuCamp? And how did you hear about it? What drew you to wanting to come here and be part of this experience?
Well, it was in calculus, and I was going through Team Liquid instead of paying attention. And there I read GosuCamp for training something, whatever the thread name was. And I was like, this sounds interesting. I did something similar to this in high school with riflery. I did 2 summers, 2 weekend trainings with Olympic shooters, and that sent me from the freshman bottom shooter. I knew which way was a deadly end, don't point it in your eye and shoot it like that, but couldn't shoot for anything. And senior year I was very, very, very good at shooting. For anybody that does precision shooting, 298, well, it's not 298, 288, 294 averages out of 300, which is pretty good.
That sounds good to me. I mean, I go deer hunting, but I know I gotta shoot the deer, but I don't know how points calculate into that. Well,
But I saw the GosuCamp and instantly connected the two, and I was like, this could be insanely good, because I knew I had many places to work on, and also the large part about it was not so much the training. The training was pretty much icing on the cake. I just wanted to meet and control machine those guys, see and meet and watch play all the people that I've only seen names of before.
so you never got lessons from. Well, you've gotten lessons for the shooting, but obviously for gaming, you really haven't got lessons before. So, how was the experience so far, getting lessons in person to you?
It's been really amazing, just because there is no comparison. If any, there is no words for it. If you haven't been one-on-one taught anything, you can't describe the day-night difference between having a person there smacking you on the back of the head when you make a mistake, and somebody just saying, "Hey, no, you did this wrong."
So, what are your thoughts on the coaching so far, then?
It's been pretty good. Haven't been here long enough to get a whole lot of the coaching, but having somebody over your shoulder saying, once again, saying, "Hey, this is wrong. Can try doing this instead," or "Here, try doing this now, and then do this after that, and see how that works out for you." It's very hands-on, very, very good, I'd say.
All right. So, what are your expectations? What are your goals for this camp?
My goals didn't have any. Well, I had a few expectations, but not a whole lot. Didn't know what was going to happen. But goals, I just want to catch up with game theory, mechanics. Like, I don't want to learn any actual strategies, because when I leave here in a few days, next week, they'll all be different. And so much for that. Just want to learn how to play again at a higher level.
All right. Do you want to do any shout-outs? Thanks a lot for your time, Alex. I really appreciate that. So, if you have anything you want to say to anybody out there, now's the time.
Well, I didn't promise I would, but I suppose the people at work, Stormy, Savannah, didn't forget your name, Amber, Aaron, of course, Andrew, who's listening.
Can I meet Amber, Aaron, and Savannah?
I can introduce you to Aaron since he's a guy.
Darn it. It's one of those trick names.
But I think that's anybody. If I missed anybody, sorry. Catch you later.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for your time. Get back out there and get 'em.